Hey Stampers, it's Judy Klock here at Stampin' with Crafty Klock, coming to you just a little bit late for today's Live at Lunch. And today what I wanted to share with you is this beautiful designer series paper called New Horizons. It's on page 43 in the January to June mini catalog. And this really caught my eye because the DSP is so breathtaking by itself that you really don't need to do anything else. You could just use this designer series paper and create stunning cards. If you look in the catalog at this example, that's just one whole piece. They just kind of added a few elements, but that whole thing is just the designer series paper. And this paper was actually made our Stampin' Up! Artisans watercolored these designs, and then they made prints from the paper. So let me just show you how gorgeous this paper is. I love when we can have paper that can do all the heavy lifting and we only need to do minimal amounts. I'm going to hold this one out because I'm going to show you the designs I made from that. Look at this. You've got the mountains in the background. You know, you've got the sky, some water. I mean, it's just absolutely, I don't think I showed you the back of that one. But look at that. I mean, they're just so pretty. You've got some balmy blue, I think, misty moonlight, blackberry bliss, pale papaya, blushing bride. I mean, there's so many colors that go with this one. I added some fresh freesia on one of my cards. But isn't that stunning? Look, that would be such a gorgeous scape like we saw in the catalog. Okay, so look, now this one, let me go and show you what I've done. This one, so this paper is 6 by 6. So I cut this down into 3 by 3. So I had 2 with sort of the purpley, little bit of green, and then 2 with the mostly blue. Now, here it looks like this is water or a lake, but if you get rid of that, that looks like it could be sky, right? So what I did was I created 2 different cards with the 4 different pieces. I'm sorry, I created 4 different cards. So here's the 2 from the top part. I just cut them into 3 by 3. I backed them with another like coordinating color. So this is pale papaya. This was fresh freesia. I just stamped on this matching stamp set. There's just that little line of birds. I lost my stamp set for a minute. Here it is. It's just got this stamp with these gorgeous birds in flight. I just stamped those on there in black, mounted them, added a little sentiment, and you're good to go. For those of us who struggle with masculine cards, look how easy this would be to make masculine cards. Really simple, really easy. So then I took the other 2 pieces, which were the blue and the sky, and I used Misty Moonlight. These were backed with Night of Navy. Again, I just stamped the birds on there, add a little sentiment, and you've got yourself 4 really quick and simple cards from one sheet of designer series paper. How great is that? Easy, right? Easy peasy. All right, so let's go ahead and work on one right now. I haven't even made a sample. We're just gonna do this live right now, but I thought these were so great for masculine cards. So I liked the way this one looked. And I'm going to back it. I'm going to use some Blackberry Bliss and some Misty Moonlight. I'm going to cut this down to 3 3¾ by 5. So I'm going to cut this down to 3 3/4. 3 3/4 by 5. I'm going to take it off the top. Okay. So now I've got that really pretty, just kind of horizon-y looking, kind of looks like a misty morning, maybe out by the lake. And let's go ahead and layer this up. Okay. Let's put that on there. Now I'm going, hey Pat, how are you? Now I'm going to do what I normally say don't do. I'm going to stamp. I should have stamped before I stuck it on there, but I'm going to stamp my birds on there. if I can find my memento. Okay, and again, this is just a really easy way to dress up this card. Let's just put a row of birds there. There we go. We've got our birds in flight. That's all that card really needs. You don't need much more. I'm going to take some of our linen thread, which I just had. Again, I'm just going to wrap it around there a couple of times and then tie it in a knot. Again, a great way to make a quick and easy masculine card. It could be a birthday card. Could be really anything you want. I'm just going to wrap it around there like 3 times, and I'm going to trim it. Okay. I'm going to just kind of push these together. I'm just going to tie them in a little bit of a knot. Let me make sure I'm on camera. Okay. Make sure I pulled these tight. Hold on. It seems to have come a little bit loose. Let me just pull this a little bit tighter. There we go. That's much better. And I've got, hey Susan, how are you? I thought I had my reverse tweezers. We're gonna use that to hold that down. Reverse tweezers kind of acts like a third hand. Perfect when you want to tie knots. Good morning, good afternoon. I don't even know what day it is, Susan, so you're way ahead of me. All right, there we go. Now, I'm just going to trim this up just a little bit. Now, we can pop this on there with some dimensionals. We can lay it down flat. I think I'm just going to lay it down flat. I don't know why sometimes this gives me a hard time, but it does. All right. And there you've got a quick and easy masculine card suitable for birthdays. You could do it for Father's Day, just because, anniversary, whatever you want. But that is how easy it is to work with this New Horizons Designer Series paper. So I hope you'll go back to the catalog and you'll give this paper another look if you kind of glossed over it, thinking, oh, you know, I don't really like that whole suite, but you don't need to buy the whole suite. Just buy the paper, and look how easy it is to get all these gorgeous cards just from one 6x6 sheet of paper. All right, that's it for this edition of Live at Lunch. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you. Remember, I'm going to be here Thursday night at 7:30. I'm moving my weekly Facebook Live demo from my Crafty Stampers VIP group to this group. So I'll see you here Thursday night at 7:30. That's it for me, everybody. I'll see you next week for Live at Lunch. Bye. Thanks, Susan. Bye.